Alright, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another Forge Hub map feature. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because all of these maps are just kind of like scenes. They're not actually playable spaces where you could do Slayer or just anything like that on the maps themselves. They're just to kind of showcase aesthetics and stuff that you can build in your own maps. Like you could take ideas and inspiration from some of these maps and use them into your own maps. So the very first one we're going to check out is called Legend. Now this is created by AW Lost Soldier, and it is a beautiful cave scene, created in Infinite, and it's just the amount of detail in this is insane. Like it just all the tiny little rocks that he placed, the rubble everywhere, the grass, the other vegetation like flowers and the mushrooms and just everything like that in there makes it really make the scene come alive. Now I'd love to be able to see more maps, like especially whenever people start making some infection stuff and everything, whenever hopefully eventually infection comes out, it's gonna be awesome to be able to see something like, especially like a linear infection map where it's created with this much detail as you go throughout the entire map and stuff like that. Like, it'll just be really awesome. And this is again a very beautiful scene. This is called Legend, and all these maps, that if you do want to check them out yourself, you can jump into them. You can't really play on them, but you can jump into them and go look around in custom games, especially if you have the machinima mode turned on, so you could just kind of fly your camera around. So the download links to all these will be in the description down below. The second map is called Relic, and it is also created by AW Lost Soldier. Now this map again is extremely beautiful. I love the god rays coming in from the left side, and it's shining a light on the derelict, broken, crashed ship over on the right side of the map. They really made a good choice off of using the Myers canvas, so you could have that little bit of water and everything around there, and the background environment. It just overall looks really good. The amount of vegetation that's on it, again, everything. I know I'm just repeating myself over and over, and I'm gonna keep doing it throughout all these maps that are going to be in this video, but just all the vegetation, all the details and everything on these maps are just fantastic. I really love it, and so again, just down the link down below. Alright, and so the next scene is called Desert Scene by Azwilko. Now, if you don't see him on Twitter or just anything like that, Azwilko does a lot of incredible prefabs, which I will be making a video over those eventually, because he does a lot of great tree fabs and everything that you can be able to create and use on your own maps, so you can have some unique trees, and so they don't look like the typical stuff that Halo Infinite provides. But he also uses the tree fabs that he makes and puts them into scenes, and this first one is the desert scene, and it again is really beautiful. He does such a fantastic job of background aesthetics on maps. I know he's done that for other forgers, done background aesthetics, so he does a really good job with that, and this does not disappoint at all. And one thing that I did find out about this map is that it is using just one type of rock, just made into prefabs, and just it scaled it up and everything, and just formed out this entire landscape, the rocky surface, just with one type of rock. So it's pretty incredible what he was able to do, and it kind of tells you what you can do whenever you're making your own maps. You don't necessarily have to use everything in the entire Halo Infinite Forge sandbox. You can just use one rock and create something incredible, as long as you know how to scale it and adjust it and rotate it and everything like that. So just once you figure all that type of stuff out, you can create beautiful scenes and background scenery and just your regular scenery in your map with something as simple as just one rock. Now the next one is called the Volcanic Scene. Now this one is a beautiful, just again, a volcanic scene. There's not too much else to say with that. Now this one you're gonna have to be a little bit careful walking around on, because it's gonna cause all the effects of the clouds and the smoke and everything like that. It's going to start flickering if you do walk around on the map itself, but it's still a very cool scene just to be able to see. If you want to jump in there and you could just fly around, and just see how he was able to make everything. And also it's kind of fun seeing the background of like what it actually looks like if you like kind of expand and see what the rest of the map looks like. It's kind of fun to see that, because this is technically like on like a floating rock or something, like it's up top, and then he did like some sort of barrier on the outside to show the clouds and the smoke and the haze and stuff. So it's just really neat what he was able to create with this volcanic scene, and it just makes me really want to have placeable things like lava, so we can actually put those onto maps and not have to do some little trick or anything like that to be able to make it look like lava. It would just hopefully one day we'll get that. But yeah, this is again a fantastic map. All right, and another map is called the river scene. Now this one again is created by Azwoko, and he also used a bunch of his prefab trees in this map, and this one's a little bit more, you know, like you can actually walk around on it a little bit and check out all the little detail. I love the stream coming through with the waterfalls going down and all the vegetation and the rocks and just the god rays, and everything just comes together really nicely to create something incredible. And this is the type of stuff, like some of the other things like the volcanic scene, you're not really able to, you know, really recreate that in a map because of how much the smoke and everything flickers whenever you're moving around. But this river scene is actually something that you could, you know, make in your map. You could take inspiration on how he created the rivers and the vegetation and stuff and put that into your own map, so you can really have some nice vegetation and a nice beautiful environment on your own map. And the last map is called the Northern Lights scene, and this is something that I didn't even know was possible in Infinite's Forge. And as Wilco came out, and he just crushed it. I can't remember exactly what he said in my Discord, but he was just like, you know, do you think you would be able to make like the Northern Lights or something? I'm like, I don't know, just go for it or something like that. And then all of a sudden in like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that, he posts a screenshot of something that he made, and I'm just like, wow, this is incredible. So yeah, he made the Northern Lights, and this is actually, you can walk around in this and it looks great, and you know, like walk around on the little rock area that you spawn on, and it just looks great. So this may actually be able to be used in one of your maps. At least, you know, you could try it out. I believe, I don't know exactly how he does that. I know he has the candlelight like FX or something on there to kind of make it seem like it's moving, but I can't remember exactly how he created all this. This is the type of stuff that you can go ask him on Twitter or something. And but it's just overall, it's an incredible, you know, background aesthetic for a map that makes it extremely unique, and it just doesn't make it to where, you know, you have the typical skybox or anything like that. Because if you could change the background aesthetics in the skybox and stuff on your maps, then it really kind of, you know, separates your map from other people's, the fact that you have something completely different around your map. So this would be really cool to be able to see in an actual map. I don't know if it's fully possible off of, you know, just how many of whatever you use, I'm guessing some sort of FX or something like that up there in the sky to be able to do this. But, you know, people might as well try. You know, that's the whole point of these scenes and stuff, is so people can take inspiration from something, try to put it in their map, see if it works. If it does, awesome. Their map is that much better. So overall, all these scenes are incredible. I really enjoy looking at stuff like this because it's not necessarily a full map. It's just like something that people make it, you know, just a small little area, make something really awesome as a proof of concept, so you can go ahead and take inspiration from that and move it on into your own map. If you do want to be able to see more Halo Infinite custom maps or scenes like this or prefabs or anything like that, be sure to subscribe right here on Forge Hub. Like this video, leave a comment down below on what you think about these. Which one is your favorite out of all of them? And which one would you love to be able to see, you know, put into a map or put into your own map? Just leave a comment about that down below. So that'll be it for this video. Thanks everyone for coming out, and I will see you all in the next one. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.